Hi, good morning. Today onwards we are going to discuss about the SAP variant configuration. Okay, SAP variant configuration. Okay, for this one, I'm going to take an example. Laptop will be our example for the variant configuration explanation. Okay, uh, what is meant by variant configuration and why and what scenarios variant configuration came into the picture as a business solution? Again, 2 decades back or 15 years back, there are only standard components there. There is no control given to a customer to select the product what he want. Every business will have a series of products. They will be selling to the customer over a period of time. Customer is seeing that he's spending a so much of money on the things what he actually doesn't want them. For example, if he's spending 100 rupees, for example, he's spending around 100 rupees. Okay, 100 rupees on a product means only 60% of that product will be the only 60% of the product will be the uh, is required things will be satisfying, and remaining 40% will unnecessarily is spending which he is not interested. In that scenario, only the product configuration came into the picture, where business give a complete control to the customer, complete control for the customer to select the product. Here, the customer is very particular about what what he wanted, and very particular about what he doesn't wanted. So this type of control will be given to the customer in the variant configurations. So uh, and moreover, this module is very tightly integrated with the other modules of SAP, like for material creation for sales order. At the time of sales order, only the customer will have a chance, will have an option to choose what he want particular about the things at the and the production PP integration, PLM, and change management and document management will be tightly integrated with the variant configuration. So SAP we will have a tight integration with the other modules also. Okay, and then uh, okay. First of all, here see here. One second, I have taken one more image here. Yeah. See, first of all, we have a configured material. Okay, configured material will have a configured profile. Okay, thing is like I will explain all this stuff. Okay, configured material will have a classification like all the characteristics and all, and bomb. Okay, this material will have bomb, a series of components which is used to create a configured material. Okay, and we have dependencies. For characteristics we have dependencies like precondition and selection condition. For configured profile we'll create a dependency like procedures and constants, and for bomb items we'll have dependency like procedures and selection conditions. Okay, we'll go slowly to this stuff. Okay, how to create everything. Okay. See, for explaining the variant configuration, I have taken an example like laptop. It is simple to learn the master data and complete variant comparison. Everyone understand the simple example of laptop. In precision of bomb, in the past, in the perspective of bombs, in the way the pricing and in the all the way of the product. Okay, by using this laptop. Okay, example here. For example, here we have for RAM we have this type of options of 3 GB, 4 GB, and 6 GB, 8 GB, and for the hard disk I will have these of options, and screen size we have this type of options, and color we have this type of options. Okay, to create a simple laptop bomb, how many bombs I have to create? Okay, for example, I have for RAM I have four options, right? Four into Okay, four into again for hard HDD means hard disk. Okay, and hard disk I have four options. Sorry, four options. And then for screen size I have four options. And 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 keyboard I have three options. And OS, I have one, two, three, four options, four permutations. Okay. And then for warranty, I have three. Okay. To create a simple bomb, okay, to create a simple bomb which have this type of variants, I have to create around uh, 2304 bombs. Okay. For simple creation of a laptop, okay, it's going to be end with to maintain with the 2304 bombs. Okay, the number of bombs maintaining is very difficult in the maintenance in SAP, and that's the why the variant configuration came into the picture to determine the bomb based on the configuration. Here, there is no need to main in the variant configuration. There is no need to maintain a bomb here. We will maintain a super bomb. Okay, we'll maintain a super bomb. Okay, which is universal set. Okay, based on the customer order, super bomb. Okay, here we'll create a super bomb based on the customer order. Okay, you will pick the items from the super bomb and create a order bomb. And for that order bomb, you will determine the pricing. For that order bomb, you're going to do the MRP, and for that bomb, you'll do the production planning. Okay, here. Okay, in this demo, okay, I'm going to explain about the master data. Okay, master data of variant configuration. Okay, what are the master data? So characteristics. Okay, here we are converting the configurable material into the characteristic and its options. Okay, see, this is a characteristic. This is a characteristic. RAM is a characteristic. RAM is a characteristic, and these and are the values. Okay, okay. Here we're converting configurable material into characteristics and its options. Okay. Okay, the features of laptops can be determined with the parameters, RAM, color, everything. Okay, and every parameter, every characters will have some parameter, 4 to 5 parameters. Okay, okay. First of all, we'll create one material. Okay, for creating a material, okay, here things is like okay, when we can say the material is configurable material. Okay, when we're going to say configurable material means material should be created material should be created with KMAT. Okay, like we have finished material, all the stuff, right? Like that, we have to be KMAT, KMAT material. In that KMAT material, item category should be okay. Item category should be 002 and planning strategy. Okay, strategy group. Strategy group. Either it should be 25 or 26. At what time we have to use the 25 and what time we have to use the 26 will be explained. Okay. And then MRP type should be planning. MRP type should be PD. Okay. PD means it should go with planning. Okay. Okay. We'll create one configurable material first, and then after configurable material is created, okay, configuration profile has to be created. Configuration profile. Okay. A configuration profile has to be before the creating configuration profile, we have to create a characteristics. Okay, characteristics means options. Okay, and their values. Characteristics will have a values, and all these characteristics will be grouped to a class under 300 and the 300, and those will be assigned to the okay. Those classification has to be assigned to the material. Okay, then after okay Then after configuration profile has to be created. If you complete these three steps, these steps, then only you can say that material is configurable, and it will allow to the customer to select what are the components needed at the time of sales order creation. If you miss these three steps, configuration will not be possible to the customer at the time of sales order creation. Okay, got it right? Okay. And I'm going to take an example as laptop. Okay, okay, and I'm going to create a one configurable material. Okay, let's see how we can be created. Okay. Mm. Okay. First of all, we have to go to the SAP. Okay, to create a material, T code is MM01. Okay, I'm creating a mm, Acer laptop. Okay, material type is KMAT. Okay, and I have to choose the classification, basic data, MRP 123, sales organizations. Okay, accounting view. Okay, for time being, these are all enough for us. Okay, mm. Acer laptop PC. Okay, for time being, first we are not going to give the classification. Okay, I'll create characteristics. Then after we will assign to the classification, and then sales organization. See, item category group 002 should be maintained. Okay, and PD material type should be PD. It has to go with the production, and MRP controller, not as EX. Schedule margin. Okay, we made these and all. What do you want to say? Here, strategy group. Strategy for time being, I'm going to take it. 25 is the 25. Make to order for configured material. Okay. Okay. Uh, uh, we made these and all mandatory fields, so that's why it is asking us to fill all the stuff. And I have created, provided all the mandatory steps. Okay, and now the Acer laptop has been created. Okay, this is our KMAT material. I will make a note here. Okay, okay, and then after we have to create the characteristics. Okay, for time being, I'm going to create OS characteristic and OS characteristic and oh, there is no brand, right? Brand. I'll create a brand. Brand. Um, I taken as a laptop, right? For just think about we are creating a laptop, okay, not a brand. Um, okay. Mm, HP laptop, okay, and then as a laptop is getting HP Dell, okay, Apple, Apple laptop, and then mm, Sony laptop, okay, Sony laptop. First, how to create a characteristics, okay. For characteristics, T code will be the CL, sorry, CT04 Okay, I'm creating a characteristic like for which one I'm going to create OS. Okay, OS I'm going to create a yes, v underscore OS laptop. I'm going to create v underscore OS characteristic. Okay, description will be operating system. Okay, and here data type should be the char. Okay, data should be characteristic char. And how many characteristics values will be added for OS? How many things we have? Like Windows 7, we have a lot of words, right? So I'm going to give it as a 30. Okay, single value assignment and multi value assignment. Thing is like for one laptop, we can able to give you one value only. One value or two also possible. For example, for giving a brand example, if a characteristics is the brand means we can able to provide one value. Either it should be HP or it should be Dell. For one laptop, we can't able to give a we'll have two brands, right? But one laptop will have multiple OS and thing is like accessories. Okay, if you have an accessories means these accessories will be these accessories will be provided multiple provide. For example, if the one laptop will have accessories like one laptop will have headphones and bag and all this stuff. Okay, so for the OS for time being I'm giving a single value only. Okay, single value, and I'm going to the values. Okay, values in the sense for OS Windows 7, Windows 7. See, char values is a technical name, and description will be the thing actually visible to the customer is description only. Okay, Windows 7, Windows XP, mhm, Windows XP, and then iOS, and then I have Linux, and then Red Hat. This is enough. Okay, okay, and copy this one. This is an save. Okay, and again I'm going to give a brand v underscore brand. Okay, brand, and it should be released, and data type will be the characteristic char. Single value brand will be single value. One laptop will don't have the multiple value assignment, right? Okay, we can ask we can give a stickers, but we can't be able to give a one laptop will have multiple brands. Okay, and values. Mm. Values I'm giving as HP is a brand. Okay, HP is a brand. Dell, Dell, and then Apple, and then Sony. Okay, V brand. Mm. Okay. For multi-value, also for multi-value assignment characteristics will also be created in the access series. Okay, access series. and then data type will be characteristics 30. Okay, I'm giving multiple values. Okay, okay, this data type and value assignment should be very particular. Why? Because we can't able to edit once it was created and saved. Okay, and accessories I'm going to give bag. Okay, uh, bag, mouse pad, mouse pad, and then one laptop will have multiple mouses of mouses. Okay, mouse generally laptop mouse is an accessories only. Okay, mouse and then cooling kit. Okay, 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 these are not enough. Okay, so okay. Okay. Before going to classification, before going to group all these characteristics into a class, it is better to create a one more class. Why? Because I created as a laptop, right? It is not technically and seems to be good. So I'm going to create a one more material, mm01 as a laptop. V underscore laptop. Okay. Classification V underscore laptop piece. Okay. First I'm not giving the classification. Time being now PD strategy group should be 25. Okay. V V laptop. Select the sales organization views. Okay, we created V laptop as a material, came at configurable material, and for this material we already created the characteristics. Okay, okay. Now these characters should be grouped into a class. Okay, how to create a class? For creating class, T code will be slash and CT04. Okay, sorry, CL02. Slash and CL0. Okay, I'm giving classes V underscore class. Okay, V underscore class. And see, class type should be 300. Okay, for batch it will be 0 to 3. For everything, we'll have different types of class types. Okay, and giving an enter. Description is I'm giving class only. Okay, and then I'm going for the characteristics. Okay, we created characteristics like V underscore OS, V underscore OS, and then V underscore brand, V underscore brand, V underscore brand and V underscore accessories. V underscore accessories. Okay. Now I'm saving. I'm grouped all the characters into a 300 class and I'm saving. Okay. Now I'm going to the material mm02 V underscore laptop. Okay. And then in the classification tab, I'm giving the class. These characteristics will be assigned here, and I'm saving. Okay. Uh, now I have created the thing like these class and characteristics and assigned to the turf. Okay. Now can I say this v underscore laptop is a configure material? Why? Configure material. I created KMAT material and given the material type as PD and strategy group is 25 and created characteristics and assigned to the class. Okay. Still, there is one more step is pending, like creation of configure profile. As I said earlier, okay, once a configure material will be completed all these three steps only, then only we can say it is a configurable material and customer will have a chance to choose the product which he want exactly with the components what he want. Okay, so like how to create a configurable profile. Okay, configurable profile will be created like cu 41 is the T code. Okay, a material and for time being we can create configurable profile name and material name should be the same. Okay, go here. We can give n number of priorities what you want. Okay, and I'm giving this name. Okay, and I'm assign the class. Enter. Okay, double click. Okay. Here we have a configure initial screen. Okay, and I'm saving this one, and v underscore laptop is our configurable profile. Okay, now at the time of sales order, how the system is will be look like and how the customer is going to choose his configures components means okay, for that stimulation for his imaginary look we SAP provided a thing like configurable or else we can say stimulate model. Okay, imaginary stimulate model. Okay, for T code is CU50. Okay, it is not plan based, but you can for better understanding we can choose a plant. I created the material under the 1100 plant, so I'm selecting this one. Okay. Okay, this is the symbol for configuration. Go here. Okay, see this screen look like in this way. Sometimes the customer will ask, sometimes these settings will be differ. What are the settings we've done in the characteristics and the configure profile? For example, go here. This is a configure profile, right? I'm going here. Okay, it is already created. We'll go for the change mode. Okay, change mode. Enter. Select this one. See, I want in a different mode, like I'm selecting order bomb, user interface. Okay, application. Yes, okay, for this we have two types of applications: sales order application and production bomb application. Okay, for time being, I'm in sales order application. We'll explain in further classes while we are creating the bomb and all the stuff. We'll come to know. Okay, and I'm taking a configure browser and saving here. And here, if I see this picture, if I came back, okay, if I came back and go for the configurator, see how it is changed. Okay, and for operating system, I have characteristics like these are the characteristics. Okay, and at the same time brand will have brand I have the options like these and all the options means customer will have a option like which one you want to choose. Okay, and which you want don't want to be. Okay, and accessories will have been in this way. Okay, as I said, like this these appearance will be depends upon the what stuff in the what are the stuff we maintain in configure profile and characteristics. For example, my client asked my required that operating systems value should be okay should be visible here itself, and I'm not interested to go and choose this stuff. For this time what we have to do is okay, go to the characteristics slash and c 0 4. Okay, change mode. Okay, and accessories, if you go to additional data, if you click the display values, if you came back, okay, as, and I can go for configurator. See, accessories will be showing his their values. Okay, for this brand and operation system, it is not showing. Why? Because we are not given the allowed values in the characteristics. So again, I'm going here. See, going here, I'm going to the characteristics v underscore OS. Okay, operating system, operating system. Okay, operating system and addition, going to the additional values and the display allowed values. Select. Okay, and then for brand also, v underscore brand also for values. I'm sorry, additional data, display allowed values, saving. Okay, I'm here. See here, these value, these values are not showing here. Okay, if I come back, okay, come back and select the configuration. See, okay, now the customer will have a chance, will have a feasibility to select what are the operations he want, and okay, and what are the brands he want, and what are the accessories he want. Okay, thing is like, now the dependency will be come into the picture. Okay, for dependency will come into the picture. Like we have four types of dependencies. Okay, hardly divided into three types. For the characteristics we have dependency like precondition selection conditions, and for configuration profile we have these type of dependencies. For items we have these type of dependencies. Okay, those are fine. We'll go by step by step. We'll go for the, okay, preconditions. Okay, we'll go with the precondition. Okay, before going to precondition, like one of my customer is required, or client is required, requested as, if I selected the brand as Apple, operating system iOS only to be visible. Okay, only iOS should be the visible, and remaining all operations should be hidden. Okay, he's saying that if I select the okay, a brand as an Apple, okay, if I select the brand as Apple, iOS only, iOS, at the time of selection of Apple only, iOS should be visible. iOS has to become okay. Now we are going to give a precondition. Okay, how we can give a precondition? Okay, to create a what am I to say? If you want to create a dependency, okay, T code will be CU01. Okay, here I'm giving a dependency like v underscore iOS underscore PC. PC means precondition. Okay, naming convention should be given in this way. Okay, go ahead. Description also I'm giving the same iOS. Okay, iOS precondition. Okay, here dependency is precondition. It should be selected very carefully and go to the dependency editor. Here is the place where we are going to write the syntax. Okay, okay, we have we'll go step by step. First, initially how the syntax has to be right in the sense, for this precondition all the stuff, I'm going with the dollar underscore self dot self dot. Okay, what is our operating system? Operating system should be iOS should be available at the time of brand is selected as Apple. Okay, so our characteristic is v underscore brand. Okay, v underscore brand equal to self underscore, sorry, Apple. Okay, Apple. So Apple. Okay, we can check the syntax also here. No syntax error. Okay, this precondition selected. Okay, and it should be released, and release. Okay, it should be released. Save. Okay, just making a note here. Hmm, Precondition. Now I'm going to the characteristic OS, operating system, and going to the values. Now going to the iOS. If you scroll down here, we'll have one option like object dependencies. Click here, give our precondition dependency which we have written here. Okay, and then save it. Okay, if you go to the values, okay, see here for iOS, object dependency has been selected. That means some dependency is here. Okay, selecting, you can see here also. Okay, save it. Okay, again save it. Okay, go here. We given it precondition here. See, okay. Now the customer is taking the. I'm not going back. First of all, I'm selecting the Apple. Okay, and where the iOS is showing. Okay, after creating dependency everything, if I click back and the configurator, see here, where is operating system iOS. Okay, and now I'm selecting the brand as HP. iOS has been hidden. Okay, the customer, whenever he select the apple, automatically iOS is visible. Okay, but here again we have one more requirement. The customer will can choose an apple and the uh, iOS has a dependency, but instead of iOS, customer will go for Windows XP also, right? So practically it is not working. See, again the client is saying if I select the Apple, then only iOS has to be visible. If I select Dell or anything, iOS has to be hidden. At the same time, okay, if I select the Apple, iOS only should be visible and remaining all operations should be hidden so that the customer will not have a chance to select other operating system except iOS. Okay. Now, again, we have to create one more dependencies like all these operating systems should be hidden except iOS when I select an Apple. If I select an Apple, in the sense iOS only has to be visible and the customer don't have any chance to select other operating systems by hiding this stuff. Okay. Now I'm going to write the dependencies for that one also. For writing the dependencies, I have to create a thing like T code slash and cu01 dependency, iOS dependency pcdet iOS hide ps. I'm creating as hide hd. We'll get a hide, what I mean hide pc. Okay, like this I'm creating. Okay, hide other OS. Okay, enter precondition. I have selected precondition dependent editor. Okay, and I'm writing as dollar underscore self underscore v underscore brand brand uh, not equal to apple, equal to apple. Select, see the syntax error, no syntax error. Copy, save. It should be release, save. I'm going to save this one, precondition. Okay, and now I'm going to the characteristics slash n cl02 ct04 slash n ct04 os values. Going to the windows. Here there is no object dependency till now for this one. Operating system dependency. Come back and again go with Windows XP dependencies. Come back. Okay, So these dependencies are already added. Okay, iOS has a dependency like whenever we select the Apple, then only it has to be visible. Okay, and Linux, Linux dependency. Come back. All has dependencies now. Okay, okay. Object dependencies. Save. Okay, come here. Okay, come back. Come back. Yes. Okay, yes. Select. See, now, when I select the brand as an Apple, when I select the brand option, there is a no other option for me to select except iOS. Okay. If I select, even if iOS is visible at the time of Apple is selected, and at the time of Apple selected, I don't have other options to select the other operating systems also. Okay. Okay. If I select other brand as Dell, then I have an option like selecting the operations, but I can't able to select the iOS. Okay. This is the main demo about the how variant configuration will be work for the customer at the time of selection of the at the time what are the things he wanted and what are the things he particular about what he don't want the things. Okay, in this way we'll provide the feasibility to a customer, okay, at the time of creation of the sales order. And one more thing is like as I said, like multi values in the sense for operating system you can able to choose only you will have a radio button. That means we can he has only option to select the one operating system. Okay, for that's why radio buttons has coming. For accessories it is not like that, he can able to choose multiple accessories. Okay, these are the check boxes, that was the radio boxes. Okay, fine, right. That's why it is a multi value assignment. It is those are the single value assignment. Okay, I think you people has understand this demo, and further classes will go in depth in variant configuration, and I will explain you everything pin to pin from starting to ending. If you have any queries or any explanation you need from my side, you can call to my number. Okay. Thanks for your support. Bye.